Welcome to the Lyon Brave Show. Oh, 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 oh. Lyon Brave, Lyon Brave, Lyon Brave, Lyon Brave. Oh, oh.
Okay, guys. Hi, podcast fam. My name is Lyon Brave, and today I have Shoo Bee Doom on my show. I feel very excited about them. They're the first swing metal band ever in the world, and I got to tell you, they have a really special vibe. So I can't wait to hear about their music. Who's going to jump in? How about you, Eden? Can you tell us more about your band?
Yeah, first of all, I want to say that we are also very, very excited to be here. So thank you very much for your invitation. Yeah, so that's as you said before, swing metal. We are combining a little bit of swing vibe into the metal world. Both of us came from the metal scene and decided that it would be a really cool idea to involve our love for electro swing in our songs. We will dive in more into like what is it exactly and how are we connected to it. But somebody want to add something before?
No, you summarized everything perfectly.
Yay.
Okay, so Tom, it says here you're a guitarist. Like, what kind of guitar do you play?
I'm playing. I just bought a new guitar, a 7-string, so we can make our songs just a little bit more unique and special.
Like, you don't have that guitar nearby, do you?
I happen to have, yeah, just a second.
It's all like in a,
Hey, I've never
rich
heard
area.
of a 7-string guitar in my life. Is that like a German thing or what?
That's
No.
fine.
I think it gets to like what?
They wish.
It
No.
can get to 12.
I think
No, I've heard
the
of
normal
12
amount is 9.
strings. I didn't
9,
know
oh.
like they go from 5 to 6. I've heard of a 5/6 string, a 6 string, and a 12 string, but I didn't ever.
Yeah, a 12 is to give it a sort of like harmonies and octaves, so it would sound a bit bigger. You know, it's the duplicates of the strings. But 7 is just you have like the normal 6, and then you have another one on the bottom to make it like a bit heavier, lower stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be
A new
very
baby just came, so.
Yeah, it looks
special changing colors. This is fun.
yeah, it looks awesome.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty
Tom,
cool.
what is the favorite song that you guys have written so far in Shoo Bee Doom?
Ooh, you know, we have a special place for all of them.
Wow, how do you decide? It's like,
Yeah, it's like asking, who's your favorite child? Or who do you like more, mom and dad?
Hey, everyone has one, let's be honest. People just don't say it.
Well, we're fairly new, so we don't have that much, to be honest. We just have 3 until now. Next one is coming out quite soon, and I think third one, yeah. Based on vibes, I think the third one is the most like aggressive and in your face. The first one was like a get to know the band kind of song, and the second one is the most chill poppy one. So each of them, yeah, each of them really depends on the situation you're hitting them in. I mean,
yeah, when he goes to the gym, then like the first song when it comes up is like the most like go up there, but like with the second one is more like a day-to-day kind of thing. I don't know. I don't even know myself what would be my favorite because I can hear them all like on loops, you know. So
yeah.
it's hard.
So are you two in love or what's going on there?
A little bit.
Well, basically, we are married. So this is important to mention. We are married almost 7 years. Got it. Almost 7 years.
Almost.
We know each other for almost 9. So yeah. And we actually started because of our love for music. I mean, that was a very strong connection between us. And Tom already had a band before. He had a metal band, like a pure melodic, progressive, I don't know, metal band.
Everything.
And I was not part of it actually. And we are actually from Israel originally, and we relocated to Leipzig, Germany almost 6 years ago. And he came also with the band. Another person from the band joined, which was actually our keyboardist, our current keyboardist, and they were with the old band until last year.
Yeah.
And then they broke up, and Shoo Bee Doom continued from there.
Well, I haven't heard the old band. What's your old band's name?
Well, it's named Sealed Inside. We had another female singer, and it also had a pretty unique vibe, but it just didn't work out because
Yeah, okay. Anyways, my bad. That band is an X
No,
now.
it happens. It happens often, you know.
It's part of life. It
X
happens.
band.
We learned a lot from that, and that's the most important thing. It was fun.
Yeah, just like relationships, you learn from the old ones, right? It's like
No, I was just
Life goes on.
wondering if it was like if there was any popular music from that band, because when you guys were telling me that you guys have only been you're only about 3 songs in, I find that crazy because like you guys have a really professional sound. Like it's almost unheard of for any musician to, you know, be that polished after doing 3 songs. So I was just wondering like where that foundation came from, but it's because you're in a previous band. But what about you, Eden? What's your background in music?
actually, I started performing since I was 5. You know, not like only in front of your parents, but actually performing outside of your parents' house, in dancing and singing and like everything I could find to do on the stage. It was my place. And I was singing in a choir, an school choir, since I was 10 years old, I think. Really up until I finished high school. This is where, you know, my parents said like reality kicks in and tell you, no, you have to go to the university.
Everybody's waiting for the next new crazy thing. They want to spin the moon, but you better not let it swing. Lots are going wrong, but not always merry. Gotta keep them down, better safe than scary. Take a fast road, you don't wanna make a scene.
Singing is for, you know, for fun and hobbies. So it then, you know, was kept in the drawers of fun and hobbies until I met Tom. Tom, when I met him, was after production school, like some audio production school, and he was also looking for a singer for another project. And
too many projects.
yeah, that's like one thing, we always come up with new projects. So this is one of them. So this kind of what sparked my interest in singing again. It took a while until I really took it seriously, and since last year, I'm really putting my effort in, you know, vocal teaching and learning, yeah, and so on. So yeah, you can say officially I'm back on track, but that's since last year, kind of, with the band.
Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. So, Tom, how long have you been married to this pretty lady? How long has that been going on?
Well, she mentioned that was 7.5 years, almost.
No, 7.
Feels more.
Almost 7 years.
Feels more.
Oh, the burden.
Oh, like that's you guys have been married for 7.5 years?
Almost 7 years.
That's crazy. You guys seem like
we know
such
each
a
other for 9 years.
you guys
but
seem
you're
like such
married.
a young couple. Like your energy seems like really fresh. Like that,
It's
like
the
that.
camera filters that we're not really that young.
That vibe does not go through.
No, I mean
Tons of
like you know,
wrinkles
like
on me and
not the way you look, just the way you interact. It just seems like your love
So we are
is
in
new.
our 30s. We're still young in heart, but I think the fact that we are working with each other, you can see this is my working space behind us, and where we're sitting at, this is Tom's space. So we're working together all day from home and doing a lot together, and we're super happy with it and loving working with each other. We both found this place of where each does what, you know, and working really, really well. We're very lucky in that, I would say.
I think in the end, you know, we have the combined goal of wanting to, like, relationship is a different persona of its own. You know, I have myself and she has her, and then we have what we have together. And we really think it's important to keep this happening and working together. So
Well,
it's
I
not
do
about
have
pleasing each
question.
other. It's about, you know, keeping the house in a good way and the relationship working fine. And we know exactly how to talk to each other, and
We learned it though.
Yeah, lots of learning, lots of communication. Like, how would you like me to talk to you when you're angry? And the opposite way. It's really important questions to ask each other. We're handling the money in a specific way, and
we're very
livelihood
proud
of
of our relationship, as you can see.
we're happy. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the most important thing.
You guys are happy. I dare to say you guys seem like twin flames. I'm sure you've heard that expression.
No,
So
we haven't. Twin flames?
yeah,
I
people
heard
are
it
always
somewhere.
looking for like their twin flame or their soulmate. Where's my twin flame? Where's my soulmate? Where's my other half? Like you guys
Yeah.
definitely seem
Soulmate
like
I've heard before then.
you have
Mhm.
Well,
that.
it's all about communication, soulmates, I don't know. I mean, I do love her, of course.
Happened to happen.
Yeah, it's just finding the right person to tolerate each other in the long
Oh,
term.
you're making it so
That's my
like
specialty,
it's-
yeah. Ruining the romantics.
Yeah, it's okay, Tom.
I'm a typical guy,
No, I mean, for me, the love is the way you guys are looking at each other. Like, you guys, just the way you guys are making eye contact, looking back and forth. You guys have been together for 7 years and you still care what each other has to say. Like I can tell that just through Zoom. So I think you guys are actually probably one of the best couples I've ever seen, like in the world.
Wow.
Like honestly,
Thank
especially
you.
for after 7 years, because after 7 years, I feel like people are like, when the other person is talking. So
Yeah, and like all day sitting next to each other. A lot of people are thinking that we're crazy, but
We're best friends first, and then we're a couple.
Absolutely.
And of course, nothing is perfect all the time. It's expected, like with any relationship, but
yeah,
it's learning to work and communicate to make it okay.
awesome. Well, since you guys are uniquely a couple that works together all day, I want to modify my question because some couples do have to figure out the split between their professional work because they do work together and their relationship. And can you give some tips for couples who would be in a unique situation like you guys?
Welcome, sweetie, don't need to look so brown. I can fix your brain, put your 2 feet on the ground.
Help me, doctor, clock is ticking. Can't stand all this constant sitting.
I would say separate emotions from logic. This might be
or
the
from
best
work,
thing.
from work ethic. So it's like whenever you're working, this is the working time, this is the business time, the bend time, whatnot, whatever it is you're working at. You have the bend time, and then you're separating it with your after work time. It's not the easiest, sometimes where you have to kind of very artificially shut down this work time and then even schedule date time and stuff like that. But I mean, we are loving what we're doing, so it's sometimes hard for us to distinguish exactly when it starts and when it ends.
The thing is that I think what I take the most from working with other people, not just you, is that you don't marry a specific idea that you have, which is very common for artists. I came up with an incredible idea that in my head plays perfect with the right lyrics and the right music and everything. And I play to Ellen or other band members, and they say, no, it's not such a good idea. So in the beginning, it used to be really hard and really affect me. But in time, this is something you develop. It's not something that comes in the beginning.
Yeah, and I also think that when you're thinking to yourself like this criticism or this feedback is not in order to hurt you, but it's in order with the thought of the project or the end goal, the result, whatnot. And then it's when you remove your ego a little bit, this is where things can happen better, and that can help with your relationship or with like the project or both of them. So it's very
in a good company, you don't need just yes men to tell you yes for any idea that comes up. You need some people that will put your thoughts to a challenge, but also keep an open mind to accept new things that they might not be able to usually be okay with.
yeah, and again, when what Tom said is also very important, the fact that we know how to communicate with each other when it comes to feedback, when it comes to, you know, those hardships, because when it's fun and good and happy, then it's easy. But when those feedbacks come, or like when this challenges are coming, if we know how to communicate there, this is what makes the whole difference.
Yeah, you can't get you can't feel accomplishment without having some failures before. So
Hold me down, I'm ready to begin.
Oh, you don't seem to get it, don't seem to see. Nothing in this life will ever come for free. I have so many issues and I have no time. For it will be cute to be without a time. Eternal bliss is an illusion. Taking meds is the conclusion.
Modern problem, non-school medicine. Yeah, everything is gonna be okay. Well, the good news are we've made it through the day. Yeah.
it's learning from these mistakes a lot.
That's
And wow,
all
there are so many
good
mistakes.
advice. That's all good advice. So can you tell us, since you guys live together and work together and are married, I'm interested in morning routines. Can you tell us what makes your mornings sad and what makes your mornings great?
I'm not a morning person, so I have no routine. My routine is to wake up and stay up.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. It's like a very funny question.
Yeah, she knows.
Yeah, the thing is, and this is also what sometimes help with relationships, whenever somebody, you have one of them who's a morning person, one of them is a night person. This is our case. I'm very much of a morning person and Tom is very much of a night person. So for example, today, which is Saturday, we don't work, Tom doesn't work, then I just let him be and I let him sleep until like, you know,
When the shit goes down, no one else but me will stay.
until a
Until a
point.
specific point, yeah.
When I'm like, okay, no. Yeah, but for me, my morning routine,
I don't need your help, 'cause no matter what you see, I'm stuck with myself and me.
I'm very sad to say, but it's a lot of scrolling in the morning.
No, don't be ashamed. Everybody do it.
Yeah, I'm not happy about it, but this is how it is, and it's scrolling, and then I take our dog out for a walk. Every time after I'm scrolling, this is like the next thing, and then this is coffee time. After we come back, he eats, I drink coffee.
So go take your drugs, go take your pills.
He is our dog. Tom is not yet awake at this time normally. But if we're talking about a working day, then this is normally when I make myself coffee, this is the time that Tom wakes up usually. So I make him coffee as well. And then we start our day. I have my own business. So for me, every morning looks different. But for Tom, it's he's working and he starts working immediately, like 15 minutes after he opens his eyes, he's already working.
Tossing myself out of bed and like, okay, going
Right.
grab a cup of coffee.
You got, I hear a lot of talk about coffee. Are you guys like strictly coffee drinkers, or do you guys not do breakfast, or what do
No.
people eat in Germany? What are your guys' observations of German diet?
I don't usually eat breakfast at all. I wait for
Yeah. No, but it's very different than Israeli breakfast. I would tell you exactly, because like Israeli breakfast are like full of salads and like eggs.
in hotels.
No. I mean,
Oh,
I am very
depends,
used
yeah.
to eating salads like in almost every meal. I really love, you know, the greens and the olive oil, lemon, and like it's really in there, like very Mediterranean kind of breakfast. But when it comes to European breakfast, it's a very like a small
I like to keep it simple.
no, like a
bread,
very small bread roll with like butter or like a sausage or
cheese or something.
cheese or something. Yeah, it's very minimal. They don't need a lot. Maybe oatmeal, small oatmeal.
No, it's quite smart, you know, because in the morning you don't want
It's smart for you because you're not hungry in the morning, so you don't want anything bigger than that. But for me, I really love these morning, like this big breakfast. meals, this is kind of like starts the day easier. But yeah, coffee is like the first thing. For me, this is like
We're not
that's how
addicted.
I started. No,
We just need something in the morning.
yeah,
That's not addiction, right? No.
I mean,
very much definition of addiction. I need
coffee,
it.
I
it
can
literally,
quit.
it will be the best addiction in the world. Coffee is, you know, so, but yeah, I mean, as long as you're not putting a bunch of whiskey in it, I think you guys are fine. So,
I gotta stay focused for work.
Yeah, I don't think I ever tried whiskey with coffee.
Does it work together?
Probably, but I
Irish
don't know.
coffee? No, I don't know.
Not
well,
for me.
they say great music takes sacrifice. What's the weirdest thing you guys sacrifice for the sake of your creativity?
Wow.
Huh. I think many friendships and relationships started and failed because of music. So it mostly in my previous
Would you
bands.
call it a sacrifice?
I mean, there is time that it takes, like any business or art or thing that you're passionate for. Writing the stuff that obviously takes a lot of time and effort. Mental health, which is really problematic with musicians. You know, because you're writing a song and sometimes it doesn't feel right, and then you write another one and it feels great, but then you post it online and you barely get any listeners, and we're fairly new, so obviously we don't get the traction and attention yet, even though we sound amazing. And
But I would like to say something though, because
Okay.
I feel like we also had a conversation before about this. I don't feel like I sacrifice. I feel like I'm dedicating. I think it's different. So it's the same action, but the mentality is different in my opinion. So I'm actually putting my time and effort because I want to, and this is my decision. And I am happy to put the time in writing songs, in communicating with the band, and even if I don't like marketing and social media and so on, I feel like I'm dedicating my time there because it's important for my end goal, and this is how I see it. So it's hard for me to kind of connect to this sacrifice mentality.
Yeah, it's a use of terms, and this is a perfect way to describe it. Really well, really good. Yeah, because it's not really a sacrifice if you enjoy what you do and having fun with it.
And yeah, we are definitely in our end goal to be professional musicians. So this is we know and we are aware this is all part of the process, and we're learning so much from this. Even those things we don't like those TikTok videos every every day that you're kind of feel forced to do. But you're learning a lot, and this is something that I'm also taking with me to my business afterwards. And it's all a matter of attitude, in my opinion.
Well, there is pressure. I'm sacrificing my hairline, so that's one thing.
I think it would be there also without the.
That's why I'm wearing a hat in the band to cover all the bald spots.
So, let's see. If I give you guys 3 words, will you make us a song on the spot?
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow, we're terrible with improvisation. Maybe not on the spot, but I always thought to myself how fun it would be if someone would suggest words and would try to come up with something. Yeah, so we can.
I mean, if you would have seen our writing process, it's a mess. It's like we can fight for like one word for days. So, I don't know if this is something we are very much.
We can write you a terrible song on the spot. That would be.
I would love to
Yeah.
hear a terrible song on the spot.
And mind you, this is not our mother tongue English, so it makes it a bit more complicated.
So
yeah.
you guys speak 3 languages, or?
Yeah, we speak Hebrew. This is our mother tongue, and that's why we speak between each other. We speak English as our second language, and like we learned it since we were 10 years old or something like that. But we also speak German, not the best, but yeah, it's a very hard language to learn. So after almost 6 years of living here, we have somewhat of of a grasp. I don't know if we will ever be able to create a song in German. That's a challenge. That
A children's song or something.
Yeah, maybe later, but yeah.
What's your opinion of German music? Like, I mean, I know there's multiple, but just overall.
Wow.
I think it's not too different from other songs.
No, I disagree.
I mean, it feels less like processed in some weird way. They tend to keep many of the vocals unedited usually in many songs.
So it's more of a rough kind of.
Yeah, it
editing.
feels rougher a little bit. But I don't find it
I
too
think
different.
the scene is more different in a sense of like the listeners. I would, especially if I'm comparing it with Israeli, for example. So here, metal and like techno is like super strong and much more than in Israel, for example. And this is one of the reasons that we were very happy to move to Germany, because of like we very much connect with the rock and metal scene here in Germany. Even in Leipzig, where we are now, I've heard that like the very harsh part of metal is something that is really big here. So I was kind of shocked. But I think this is where I see the differences. And also like in how much of English words they're using in their German songs. It's kind of also funny to see. But yeah, everybody knows Rammstein. I think this is something we were very happy to see at some point. So that was awesome.
Yeah, Europeans can make some special music.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's wonderful. I think I've seen a lot of good music around the world. I think that's why music is really great. It's very unifying. And you don't
Have you
even
seen
need
the
to.
German ones?
I really wanted a German dude on one of my tracks because it was like kind of like a angry screaming vibe, but I didn't have one. So like
That's what
but
everybody
maybe
think about Germans, right? Like the angry and like hard shit. Like,
Oh, they're the nicest people I ever seen in my life. They
Well,
are
can you
super nice.
no, I mean I've heard that their language, like to a foreigner, it sounds really rough. Like, how do you say I love you in German? Can you say that?
Ich liebe dich.
Yeah, like,
But
and
it's-
to an American, it might just sound like a cuss word because like our cuss words sound
I
that
think,
kind of.
you see lots of videos that laugh at the way Germans are pronouncing their words, but they make it in purpose sound
yeah,
very
if you say
harsh.
ich liebe dich, then it doesn't sound nice. But if it's ich liebe dich, then it's like it's really how you pronounce it. And I think this is something that they're getting a very bad press in that matter. But it shouldn't be. It's just like how movies are doing it since, I don't know, the Holocaust kind of movies.
Very sounds scary.
So, how did you guys learn 3 languages? Because Americans are very terrible with language. I don't know if you guys know that, but
We've heard
I
that.
don't think it's terrible. I just don't think you have the reason or the opportunity.
No, but
Right.
but the opportunity, because you start learning second language in the age of 16 or something, right?
Yeah, and America is so big. Basically, you can stay your whole life there. And there's not too many reasons.
That would be.
It depends.
reasonable
If you
to
live
start
in the southern areas, then I would assume so. Yeah, but basically, it's not something most of you need.
Yeah, but
So-
we, as I mentioned, we learn English since we are in second grade, third grade, something like that. And
Yeah, the media in Israel usually doesn't translate most
Dub.
of the
Dubs.
dubs. Yeah, it doesn't dub.
We do have subtitles, and that's why since we were really young, we started watching TV in English. I mean, we see everything that's also in the American TV, like Friends and I don't know, the Big Bang Theory and so on. Everything
Seinfeld,
is
yeah.
also in Israel as well. So I even learned a bit of Spanish through TV because they're not dubbing, the TV and movies.
Yeah, as a kid, we had Cartoon Network playing, and it was without subtitles, so we had to either sit and stare and try to understand everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So
music also, again, in English, we listen a lot to American singers and bands, and this is something very big in Israel as well.
well, learning a language is not too different from learning new lexicon, like either slang or medication.
It is different.
Not that much.
Oh,
because
yeah?
You have more terms, and you just get used to how to use them in a sentence.
No, but I mean, we started learning German 1 year before we relocated, so that was a bit more challenging. I mean, it was best the fact that we knew English already, because it has a lot of, it's based on a lot of the same rules and a lot of the same words.
Or is it
that was-
really? Give me some examples of German and English that are
Oh, you have
common.
a lot of very similar words in German and in English. Like
TV.
no, I mean seriously, you have like restaurants, restaurant.
That's French originally. actually.
Yeah, but again, it's like you have a lot of
Yeah, because the English language took lots of inspiration from Latin languages and
German ones.
the
Yeah.
Germanic ones. Yeah, so you know you have lots of similarities that you can.
Institution, institute, and it's like it's kind of like those very long governmental words like bureaucracy words and bureaucracy, bureaucracy. It's like,
Yeah, anything with technology and governments and health and medications are usually kind of similar to one another.
Yeah.
Because they're taking inspiration from the same languages.
Okay, guys, we got
Yeah.
5 minutes, so we're gonna move into a quick fire round question. Okay.
Yeah.
Eden and Tom, what are your guys' favorite colors?
blue.
Used to be purple, but now it's leaning to red.
Alrighty then. Okay, what are your guys' favorite animal?
Owl for me.
Yeah, not tiger anymore.
Okay, move from tiger to owl. I have both as tattoos, but yeah.
We have a dog, and I love him, but octopus is the coolest animal. Like I'm connected to.
I've never heard octopus. That's an interesting one.
Oh, come on, it's a super overpowered animal.
Have you heard of swing metal before?
Hey.
eight arms, a beak, ink, can squeeze itself into any place it wants, change color, change shape. Amazing. We can do any of that.
Slimy.
And slimy.
That's a good one. Okay. What if you guys could have any superpower, what would they be?
Stop time.
One a piece.
Control time, I would say, would be really cool.
I think it's knowing what other things. That's what-
Reading minds.
Reading minds.
Really, you want to read minds?
She's very communicative, so it makes sense.
That will be like an extra bonus.
She's an extrovert, so just-
Oh, I think that I would hate to be able to read other people's minds. I really
could be
don't.
that it would be like against me at some point, but
I mean, if you could just tap in and out, but I feel like the way it always works is like you would
it
be
needs to be a
tune-
radio kind of, like going on channels.
Okay, so I saw that you guys have a dog. So what's your favorite animal? Oh, I just asked you that. What kind of dog is it?
It's a German Shepherd mix.
Yeah, he's mixed with a monster.
He's mixed with a monster.
He's
What do-
quite
what do you-
crazy. Yeah.
Mean? Like, what does he
We
do?
can
that's
bring
so
him
crazy?
here so you can see
Okay.
the manners that he.
No, I mean he's very young and he's super like enthusiastic and excited. And...
There he is. If you can see him.
Can't see his
Yes, yes, I can.
face, but I can see. Oh, he's so
There he
cute
is.
though.
Yeah.
That dog is cute. So I saw you guys are looking for a dog
Yeah.
sitter.
Good boy.
Yeah.
Quite big.
You want to take him?
And really cute.
Yeah, send him here. My sister actually does Rover, which is dog sitting. I'm sure you guys have like some dog sitting app or something. And-
Maybe.
Yeah.
Not necessarily. This is one thing we are struggling in Germany. It's not everything is very digital and as you would imagine.
And it's getting there.
But it's getting there. But an app for dog sitters, maybe I need to look for it. But yeah. So
Okay.
far Facebook has been my friend.
We got 2 minutes left. I have one. What are your guys' birthdays? You don't have to do last year, just month and day. What?
Oh, I'm on 5th of January, 92.
I mean, 9th of June, 91. So we're half a year apart from
5
each other.
and 9. That's 5 is like the number of travel and freedom, and 9 is like the warrior number, but like not necessarily, even though they do have Martian energy, but also like in a humanitarian way, like helping community and stuff like that. So 5 and 9 work really well together. Actually, according to numerology, when you look at if you believe in any of that, 5 and 9 are compatible. So,
We just nailed it back to the.
The accident. Yeah.
so but yeah, like you going from cities to city, that's something that is, I mean, country to country, that's something 5s would like to do. Can you guys sing us one of your songs together, a cappella style?
Which one would you like?
Swinging it?
The chorus?
Yeah.
All right.
No, I need to.
'Cause I don't need no man.
Get my own satisfaction. No, I don't need no plans.
But for the action
I'll disappear into the crowd.
to the crowd.
No side, no side. Oh, you can take no mind, don't you want my heart?
Hope we didn't break
The screen.
your headphones and stuff.
I swear their music is really popping, guys. Go check it out. And finally, where can we find you?
Oh, everywhere on Spotify, on Pandora, on Apple Music, YouTube, whatever platform you're using. Netflix? No, not yet.
Hopefully so.
But also on all social media, on TikTok, on Instagram.
It is a little fix and you finally see it clear. Don't care who you are, don't care how you feel. But if you don't wanna look like a freak of nature, then take what we say and do us all a favor.
Ladies and gentlemen, today, I stand before you to champion the values of love, equality, and acceptance. It is with great enthusiasm and conviction that I support Lyon Brave's music channel and her mission to spread a message of inclusivity and celebrate the diversity that exists in our world. In Lyon's music, we find a powerful voice that echoes the struggles and triumphs of the human experience. Her lyrics embrace the essence of love in all its forms, breaking down barriers and reminding us that no matter our gender or sexual orientation, we are all deserving of respect, happiness, and the right to love freely. Let us reject prejudice and discrimination, recognizing that being gay is as natural as being straight. Love knows no boundaries, and it is our duty to stand together and ensure that every individual has the right to marry and be recognized in society. Join me in celebrating Lyon Brave's music channel, a platform that promotes love, unity, and understanding. Together, let's create a world where acceptance and inclusivity prevail, and where love truly knows no boundaries. Thank you, and let love be our guiding force.
My name is Lyon Brave and I am a research tech. Where I work, we use keyboards as doorstop because we got money like that. Today, I have been researching what is love, and I always like to start with Alexa because she is our #1 researcher here. I'm #2. And she said, "Baby, don't hurt me no more." So far, our results on love have been fairly inconclusive, and in fact, it broke our machine. But if you subscribe to my channel, I promise you I'm going to keep researching what is love, and I'm going to get back to you with the answers.